answering your texts.
And a look at some of the world's most unique photographs. Food journalist Gary He traveled across 6 continents to find the world's most unique McDonald's locations. He wanted to share how the chain adapts to regional tastes and customs, and he compiled it all in his new book, McAtlas, a golden guide to the Golden Arches. And Gary joins us now. Gary, thanks for being with us.
Hey, thanks for having me. Greetings from New York City.
Greetings. So how did you know what, I've always heard that, like, McDonald's is the biggest real estate owner in the whole world, or maybe in the United States. I'm sure I have that wrong. So is that what inspired you, knowing they have so many outlets in so many different countries?
Well, I think McDonald's is one of the most relatable brands in the world, right? Like, everyone has a relationship with McDonald's, whether it's good or bad. And so as a food journalist, I was really surprised that no one had kind of gone out there and documented all the locations and then all of the different menu items, because it really does kind of tell a different story of how it had to localize, right, in order to survive and thrive around the world. And so I took it upon myself to start doing this project a couple of years ago, and finally I'm able to compile it all into a single volume that is now available.
We're looking at some examples here, mixed spaghetti and a bunch of items that you'd never see in America. Let me ask you this, is there anything consistent on the menu? Can you find a Big Mac anywhere? Is there anything consistent?
Absolutely. There are a lot of core menu items, like, the nuggets, the fries, which is their best-selling item. The Big Mac is actually available across the globe, except for India, where it's called Maharaja Mac, because they don't really eat beef there. And so it's a chicken-based sandwich.
Interesting. And so let's go through some of these one by one. I know you were dealing with looking at different food items in addition to how the different restaurants actually look. So there's one in Sweden called the McSki.
Oh, yes. I love that one. I mean, your boots are crunching in the snow as you walk up to it. And, I was able to fly my drone around. It's this picturesque scene. And you had people skiing up to the ski up window. I believe it's the only one in the world where you can ski up to that window. And, it's a super cool scene, as you can see on the screen. I think that was probably my favorite one to visit in the entire world.
Wow. Oh, wow, cool.
Next
And
one is in Japan.
We have an example in Japan here. Look at this.
Oh, that one's in China. That's the first one in China. And now everything around it's kind of like this new and shiny building. But back then, this was like the center of commerce in that area. And so they've kind of kept it 35 plus years later looking like it did back then.
Wow.
So I imagine a lot of these locations are Western countries, Western Europe. Where's the most surprising location of a McDonald's that you wouldn't think one would exist?
I mean, if even in America, you have the one in Roswell, New Mexico, that's UFO shaped, right? There's one in Sedona that has turquoise arches that's extremely popular. So you have a lot of these like localized restaurants, even in the United States, that you can visit without hopping on a plane.
Right.
I think we're looking at the UFO one there. I don't know if you can see it, Gary. Is that the one?
Yeah, absolutely. That entire town, I mean, is alien themed. The lampposts are the shape of alien heads. There's a Dunkin' Donuts next door that's a giant alien holding up the Dunkin' Donuts sign. And so they really leaned into that like local lore. And of course, they have a UFO-shaped McDonald's.
I think we saw briefly and went right past it in New Zealand. They have one is it made out of an airplane? And is New Zealand doing this, or is McDonald's coming up with these new designs?
Well, McDonald's is more of a network of local franchisees that kind of control these restaurants. And so in this particular instance, the franchisee took over an old car dealership that had this decommissioned plane sitting in its parking lot. And they turned it into like overflow seating. And over time, it became like this viral thing that now people go there just to sit in the plane and eat their meal.
Oh my
Has there been blowback against, a lot of people are like, it's the franchising of everything, and McDonald's is this American brand? Are there places that have a ton of McDonald's and then some that have none?
I mean, there are a ton of McDonald's everywhere, but I think that was kind of the point of doing the book, right? There's this assumption that there is like this cultural imperialism and everything is getting super standardized. But when you actually go around the world, it really isn't, right? You have all these localizations. that needed to happen in a lot of instances in order for the company to thrive and survive, right? And so you look at, you mentioned the mixed spaghetti in the Philippines. Having that sweet marinara pasta is a necessity for survival in that market. Almost every single American chain that has arrived in the Philippines has some version of a spaghetti dish.
Wow.
And so, you know, it's interesting to look at it. It's not just all globalization, but there is a lot of localization that, you know, obviously we showcase in the book.
Very cool. Well, it's so great to talk to you, Gary. Thanks so much. We
thanks for having me.
appreciate it. And it's called McAtlas, a global guide to the Golden Arches. You can follow Gary on the websites there on your screen and also on X and Instagram. Thanks, Gary.
Hey, thanks for having me.